Before entering into the video, please do subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon for more video updates. Coming to our video, today's topic is about the human endocrine system. Endocrine system in humans secrete chemicals called hormones. Types of endocrine glands: hypothalamus, pituitary, pineal, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, adrenal, pancreas, testis, and ovary are the types of endocrine glands. Definition of endocrine gland: ductless glands which secrete hormones into the blood to regulate the body parts are called endocrine glands. Hormone: hormones are the non-nutrient chemicals which act as intracellular messengers which are produced in the trace amounts in the body. Let us discuss about the hypothalamus. It is present in the basal part of the forebrain, that is the diencephalon. It regulates the synthesis of the pituitary hormones. Two types of hormones are produced by the hypothalamus. Those are the releasing hormone and the inhibiting hormone. Functions of the hypothalamus are to control the body temperature, urge to eat and urge to drink. The next is the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is divided into the anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. Anterior pituitary is commonly called as adenohypophysis and posterior pituitary is also called as neurohypophysis. Again, the anterior pituitary is divided into the pars distalis and pars intermedia. The hormones secreted by the pituitary gland. Pars distalis region of the anterior pituitary secretes a list of hormones called follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, prolactin hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, and growth hormone. And the pars intermedia region of the anterior pituitary secretes a hormone called melanocyte stimulating hormone. The posterior pituitary secretes two hormones which are known as vasopressin or the ADH and the oxytocin. So the next one is the pineal gland. The hormone secreted by the pineal gland is known as melatonin. The functions of the melatonin are: it maintains the diurnal rhythm of the body. It maintains the sleep-wake cycle and also regulates the body temperature. It influences the metabolism, pigmentation, menstrual cycle, and defense capability. The next is the thyroid gland. It contains two lobes which are interconnected by a thin flap of connective tissue which is called as isthmus. Produces two hormones. First one is the triiodothyronin or T3. The second one is the tetraiodothyronin T4. Increased secretion of thyroid hormones causes a condition called hyperthyroidism. Example is Graves' disease. Low secretion of thyroid hormones causes a condition called as hypothyroidism. The other hormone is the thyrocalcitonin, which is secreted by the thyroid gland. It regulates the blood calcium levels. So the next gland is the parathyroid gland. Four parathyroid glands are present on the backside of the thyroid gland. This secretes peptide hormones called parathyroid hormone or parath hormone. This hormone plays a role in the calcium balance in the body. It is a hypercalcemic hormone as it increases the calcium levels in the blood. It also stimulates the bone dissolution or desorption or demineralization. The next one is the thymus gland. It is located between the lungs and behind the sternum. It secretes the peptide hormones which are called as thymosins. Thymosins play a major role in both kinds of immunity, that is the cell-mediated and humoral immunity. Thymus gland is mainly responsible for the development of the whole immune system of the body. This gland gets reduced in size as the age of the person increases. This is degenerated in old persons, so no or less thymosins are produced. As a result, what happens is the immune system of the old individuals is weak. So the next one is the adrenal gland. One pair of adrenal glands are present on anterior part of each kidney. This gland is basically divided into adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex. Adrenal cortex is again divided into three regions. Those are zona reticularis, zona fasciculata, and zona glomerulosa. The hormones which are produced by adrenal medulla are: the first one is the adrenaline or epinephrine. The second one is the noradrenaline or norepinephrine. These two are basically called as catecholamines. Adrenaline or epinephrine is also called as emergency hormone or fight or flight hormone because it is secreted in the situation of stress or tension. The hormones of adrenal cortex. These hormones are generally called as corticoids. These corticoids are of two types. Those are glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. The next one is the pancreas. Pancreas acts both as endocrine as well as exocrine gland. It contains a special kind of tissue called as islets of Langerhans. Islets of Langerhans consist of two special cells which are called as alpha cells and beta cells. Alpha cells secrete a hormone called as glucagon and beta cells secrete a hormone called as insulin. This glucagon is generally called as hyperglycemic hormone and insulin is called as hypoglycemic hormone. Glucagon results in the increased blood sugar level, which is a condition known as hyperglycemia. Insulin results in the decreased blood sugar level, which is known as hypoglycemia. The next kinds of endocrine glands are the testis in male and the ovary in the female. Testis acts as the primary male sex organ and also the endocrine gland. It is composed of the seminiferous tubules and the interstitial cells, which are also called as Leydig cells. These interstitial cells or Leydig cells are located between those seminiferous tubules. Tubules secrete spermatozoa while Leydig cells secrete androgens, mainly the testosterone. Testosterone is responsible for male secondary sexual behavior. The next is the ovary. Ovary acts as the female sex organ and also the endocrine gland. It produces two groups of steroid hormones which are called as estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen is responsible for the female secondary sexual behavior and the growth of the secondary sexual organs, and progesterone supports the pregnancy and milk secretion. Disorders related to the endocrine system. Disorders related to pituitary are diabetes insipidus. This is due to the no secretion of the ADH. In this case, the kidneys lose the property to store water. The next one is the gigantism. It is the abnormal body growth due to the high secretion of the growth hormone. And the quite opposite to gigantism is dwarfism. It is the stunted growth due to the less secretion of the growth hormone. The next is the disorder related to the thyroid gland. Graves' disease and goiter are the disorders which are related to the thyroid gland. Graves' disease is due to the hyperthyroidism, which means the more secretion of the thyroid hormones. Goiter is due to the hypothyroidism, which means the less secretion of the thyroid hormones. The next disorder is related to the adrenal gland. It is the Addison's disease. It is due to the low or very less or underproduction of the hormones by the adrenal cortex.